We are joined by Heather DeLuca, SOJO 104.9 Program Director, Afternoon Drive host. She's about to be on the air in about 8 minutes, so Josh must have convinced her somehow to pop into the studio because from what I see in my limited time there since October, we don't get much of the female perspective on anything, Heather. So
that's a shame.
It's a terrible shame. And here I am filling in, and I'm only here for an hour filling in, and we've already brought you in. So that just shows you where I'm at and my point of view on things, trying to expand the listeners, and shame on Gil for just having tunnel vision.
I'm just overflowing with estrogen, so whatever female perspective I can provide.
No, listen, it's not specific to that, but there is something that came up, and Josh actually brought it up, so we wanted to bring in expertise because you specifically, I think, posted this or brought this up on your show about Bryce Harper and the arrival of it. Now, we've had some pretty attractive guys come through town here before. You know, there have been stories and Pat Burrell and everything we know about that, to just guys that have been talked about like, oh, my goodness, that's enough of a reason just to go watch them play because of how good they look. Does Bryce Harper hit the top of that meter?
You're talking to somebody who used to cry themselves to sleep at night over Lenny Dykstra.
Well, hopefully not anymore.
Not anymore. I think I saw the error of my ways, and not with a 10-foot pole if you paid me at this point, but go Nails. So Bryce Harper, for me, look, he's not completely unfortunate looking, but to me, he's not Chase Utley. He never will be, and that's the upper echelon. That's where it begins and ends for me, is with number 32. And those.
Okay. What about Burrell?
Oh, yeah.
Better than Burrell?
That's, we're talking about.
Was that, your reaction to Pat Burrell?
Yes.
Or my suggestion that Harper is above Burrell?
Oh, no. I mean, listen, I guess it's just a level of attraction. I was definitely attracted to Pat Burrell, too. With Bryce Harper, I think we're going to have to get to know each other a little bit. Okay. I'm looking at somebody who really sort of needs to prove himself to me. I feel like, I want to make sure he knows for sure that he wants to be here. And I know that he signed for
13 years.
13 years. That's essentially the rest of his career.
Isn't that offering?
That's a commitment,
right?
Yes, we're talking about we're acquiring, a National League Rookie of the Year, an All-Star player here,
National League MVP.
MVP. So, I mean, He's like an Adonis.
This is more like a Bumble match than a Tinder match.
He's an Adonis, yes. And once I get into Citizens Bank Park and I see him on the field, and, we're going to have to feel out our chemistry a little bit. But for me, I don't find myself yet fully attracted to him. I think if his hair was longer, and you took off the baseball cap, he could essentially be the caveman from the Geico commercial.
Okay. And that's a negative for you.
I just...
So Jason Worth is a no-go?
No.
Okay.
No.
Bryce Harper is teetering on the Jason Worth level of caveman. Geico is like the extreme.
I just think he looks very, he is extremely... He's got extremely masculine features, chiseled face, chiseled everything, the shoulder span on this guy. When I look at somebody like Pat Burrell, Chase Utley, and even maybe my attraction to Lenny Dykstra back in the day were that they
just
they
qualify
were a little
with
soft,
back in the day.
Soft around the edges. And just Chase Utley has just this softness and this charm to his face. I just don't. I know Bryce Harper as a player. I don't know him as a person, as a man, as a Philadelphia Philly yet.
That's really fascinating, is the charm element, because I can see that. As you say that word, I can see what you're saying and describing in Utley's face. And Burrell, I mean, we just know about Pat and everything that he was here. I'm sure he used that every second of the day to his advantage. It doesn't seem like Harper, right? It doesn't seem like he's refined.
Can I tell you what's gonna seal the deal for me?
Please.
Like, I don't know if he's gonna change this or not, but like, what currently is his, like, what does he come out to bat to? What song?
I have no idea.
So that's a huge thing. So
is it?
Yes. If he comes out and it's like that instantly, like when Chase Utley used to walk out, I don't associate Cashmere with Led Zeppelin anymore. I associate it with Chase Utley, and I was like, oh yeah, here he comes. He may look like he's a cutie pie, but you know what? He's into Led Zeppelin.
Okay, so if he comes out to Tim McGraw, I like it, I love it. You're out.
No, I'm in.
Oh, you're in. Okay. Okay. You know, I was in Nashville.
He has a few. This is
he does.
Yeah, I think I might be looking at the same article. He's got a few different
2017.
songs here.
It's like Flower by is it Moby or Moby?
Moby?
Well, Moby, yes.
That's
Hold
one of
on.
them.
See, let's get the experts' reaction on this. Heather is here with us. Heather DeLuca, SOJO 1049 program director, afternoon drive host. So your reaction is good to
Flower
Moby.
by Moby.
I think that's extremely like.
You like Moby?
Sorry, pardon the pun. That's out of left field, Eytan.
Fearless by Kendrick Lamar.
Okay, so he's definitely got a range when it comes to his musical interests.
Body Like a Back Road, Sam Hunt.
Okay, there you go. That's what I would have more expected.
American Oxygen, Le
Wait,
Freak.
Body Like a Back Road. I don't know
Yeah.
if I know that one.
That's from
Body
2017.
like a back road.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Apparently, back in 2013, he did Bad to the Bone.
Okay, so he's all over the place.
Yeah, but which Bad to
Run
the Bone, which
DMC
version?
in 2013 as well. He's all over the place.
Which Run DMC song?
I'd have to listen to it on YouTube. I
Probably
can't
Walk
say.
This Way. He doesn't seem like he's a deep cuts Run DMC
it's
guy.
tricky.
Oh.
Run DMC's is
Well,
tricky.
I stand corrected. That
Oh, you got me now. You know, it's going to be interesting. I
well,
got
now
to
that
see
you've
how.
heard the medley of what he can bring to the table as far as walk-up music, don't you feel a little bit better about your commitment for 13 years?
I got to see how he fills out the pinstripes. Just being honest.
You are a tough judge. Heather, thank you.
You're welcome.
Appreciate that. See, she should stick around and just host the final hour, man.
Well, Heather
Much
can
better.
attest to the fact that I'm
She's
mostly
much better
hang
than you
out
and
with the
me,
women on
even
this
with
side
Nick
of
here.
buildings. Right,
No,
Heather?
Josh is like my wingman. I don't think you know this, but I mean, I would love to stick around, but I have to go play Taylor Swift for
No,
the 35th time today.
You also have to run a station. So. 35th. Listen, it's not like I won't talk about Bryce Harper the same amount of times that you'll play that Taylor Swift song.
I think we will. Yeah,
We all live under the same umbrella. It's crazy. All right, thanks. Appreciate that.